This is FanStream Sports.
Please have your attention, and I need all of you to stop what you're doing and listen.
The following program is recommended for mature individuals and may contain material unsuitable for morons, cretins, and dishwipes. If you are a moron, please turn off your radio, because we don't need any more stupid, narrow-minded, pencil-neck geeks who would know the First Amendment if it came up and bit them on the butt. Thank you.
Here we go!
I guess I want to take this opportunity to tell you a little bit about my pants.
Oh, yeah. Welcome into the Colby Sapp and IndyCar Tim Show. That show where the guy walking the show into forgets to adjust his mic before he starts speaking. I'm glad you joined us. I'm glad you're here. If you listen to the pre-recording podcast, and that's how you listen to us, 214-937-0569 is how you contact us. I am Colby Sapp. The guy that's over there bobbing his head to me saying I am Colby Sapp is one IndyCar Tim. What's up, Tim?
Hello, America. Hello, radio. Hello, internet. And most of all, hello, ladies.
We all should say also, most of all, hello, NFL, as that starts tomorrow night, and then Friday night, and then Sunday. It's the Cowboys and the Browns. We will be getting into all of that in multifaceted ways throughout the show, starting next segment. We've got 3 football, NFL Central segments lined into this show. So if you're here to hear what me and Tim think about the upcoming NFL season, prepare to get your plate full like you're sitting at Thanksgiving dinner and Nana brought the dressing. All right?
Dressing or stuffing?
Dressing.
We discuss this every year, right? Like, what's the difference?
Yes. And I tell you every year what the difference is. And then I think you forget.
I have no clue now. Thanksgiving was a long time ago. It was years ago. Hey, before you get to your intro stuff,
Yes.
can I throw a couple of sports tidbits at you?
All right.
Do you like tidbits, Colby?
I mean, bits and tits. I'm good.
I like tits and bits. I don't know if you saw the news
I don't like
today.
my bits on my tits, but
I'm open, you know.
uh-huh.
I don't know if you heard the Texas Rangers news today.
Is it about Corey?
No.
Uh-oh.
Elvis Andrus will retire as a Texas Ranger.
I'm down with that.
I'm not usually a fan of the sign the one-day contract to retire thing. I mean, I don't really care. I think it's silly because we know you weren't here when you retired. But that's what he's doing. He's going to come back and sign a contract with the Rangers and retire a Texas Ranger. It just seems weird to me. Remember when he came over in the Jared Saltalamacchia trade from Atlanta?
Uh-huh.
And that haul we got?
Yes.
And with Mark Teixeira and all that? When he went to Atlanta, he was just a kid, man. Seemed like a little kid. He was like 19.
Because he was.
And now he's retiring. Doesn't seem right.
No, I mean, it does because how long he's played in the league. And you knew that unlike other players that play that position, his style, that his bat never matured into what they thought it possibly could be. So he couldn't just switch to be like a DH or a first baseman or whatever. So he was going to retire pretty quick once his coverage of shortstop is kind of dwindled.
Yeah.
So,
but Rangers Hall of Famer? Well,
yeah.
He went to the because he's on those World Series teams, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Even though they didn't win one, but
he was a key marker. I mean, it's Elvis. It's, of course, Beltray, and it's Michael Young, right? From those teams. You're like, when you think ultimate badasses that helped you get there, they're right up there in it. So, gotta go with that.
That's very interesting. Colby, I have another baseball tidbit for you.
All right, shoot.
Do you like weird trades?
I do like weird trades. Is it the one where the guy played for the same team or different teams on the same day?
In the same game
Right.
that just happened. Are you aware that this just happened?
Like a couple days ago, a week ago?
It was maybe a month ago now.
Okay.
Because I've been holding on to this for a little bit. I kept forgetting. So it was the White Sox and the Red Sox were playing in a game on June 26th. Danny Jansen was your catcher for the White Sox.
Dan Jansen's kid.
Jansen.
Mm-hmm.
Forgot all about the Dan Jansen.
For those
thing.
that had Dan Jansen on your Colby Sapp and IndyCar Tim bingo card, you just win. Dan versus Dan.
Yeah, and only one of the Dans made the Olympics too.
Right. Mm-hmm.
That was just sad. So he was catching for it was the Blue Jays.
Okay.
On June 26th, the game that was suspended. The next day, he got traded to the Red Sox for their other catcher, Reese McGuire. So when they resumed play, I don't know, like 3 weeks later, so this is, probably middle of July into July or something.
Right.
He not only became the first player in Major League Baseball history to play for both teams in the same game, but he will also catch the at-bat that he started back on June 26th. So he was at bat when the game was suspended for the Blue Jays. So it was his at bat still. So when they resumed the game, though, he's catching that at bat. So he had to be pinch hit for by the Blue Jays.
In like 100 years, there's going to be a baseball historian that, the internet has been wiped out and he's trying to dig through paper files in order to find out what happened. And he gets to this game and nearly blows a gasket because he doesn't understand the stats that he's reading.
That's it. I want to go back and look at the box score for that game because he's going to be on both sides of it.
Yes.
I've been holding on to that for a couple of weeks. I kept forgetting to throw it out there, so I wanted to get it out of the way.
Again, if you're just tuning in, Cowboys-Browns preview will be happening next segment. Then we'll be doing our NFL season predictions after the good, bad, and the ugly. And then our NFL picks against the spread involving a coin will happen. So you've got all of your football ready to go. But, Tim, I was playing the PlayStation and thinking at the same time, just wandering around in my head. And don't ask me how I got here to it. It was a conversation with, hey, what's up, Ron? How's it going?
Hello, Ron.
It's a conversation with Pootie and Tyler. No, it's Pootie and G. Excuse me.
Pootie and G.
Yeah. And out of nowhere, my brain goes, and offered this little tidbit. And I'm going to ask you the same question I asked them. You think you could pick your butthole out of a lineup?
No. Have you ever seen your own butthole?
Yeah, no, that's the thing.
No.
Like, it's on your body.
Yeah.
Right? It's yours. But you don't know what it looks like.
Now I want to.
Like, if the only thing that, like, saves your butt, literally, is you being able to tell that which butt, not right now, that you'd be able to tell which butthole is yours and be able to, like, prove your innocence in a crime or something. You couldn't do it.
No.
You couldn't.
No way.
I
know what it feels like.
Right, but it's not. This is a picture of it out of a lineup.
I mean, I think I have a mental image of what I think it looks like.
Right, but you don't know if it's going to be right or not. You don't even know what color that thing is.
You
don't know if it's.
I have to get this film developed, and then I'll know.
You don't know if you've got a pink eye or
brown,
super tanned,
brown round.
Yeah, you know what's going on there.
Huh. I should be. You know what? Everyone should be as familiar with their butthole as they are with their nipples.
So,
I'm just saying.
Yeah, so just think about that. I bet 99% of the people that hear this podcast, A, are freaked out, and B, if you're or if you're watching it right now, I bet 99% of you guys also don't know what your butthole looks like.
I'm going to tweet that out or X that out, Colby.
Okay. And the 1% of you guys that do, and gals, I mean, you know what? I bet there's a lot more girls that know what their butthole looks like than guys do.
How? You think they take butt selfies? Like, why would girls know what they look like?
I'm just saying.
I might have to sleep on that.
You know, random pictures taken.
Huh.
Because, you know, the spread 'em pictures are a pretty big deal, right?
Ooh, and the butthole bleaching.
Yes.
That people do outside in the sun.
Right. You got to,
Try
if you butthole bleach, you got to, you know if you did it right, right?
Should we put that on the wheel? Butthole bleaching.
I'm going to put butthole bleaching on the wheel.
But then we have to have someone confirm.
Right.
So we would need a before and after picture of your butthole before you bleached it.
Should we just start calling it your butt's hole just so everybody feels a little bit better about it?
Huh.
You know, because now
That's
saying
amazing.
your butt's hole does make a lot more sense because it's your butt's actual hole, right? So
Yeah, it's not your hole, it's your butt's hole.
it's your butt's hole, right?
Possessive.
Do you think you could pick your own ass out of a lineup?
Yeah, because I've got stab wounds in mine. I
Right,
would be
so
able to
you'd
tell.
know.
Yeah.
Right.
And then I have that hot tub scar on one cheek from when I was trying to sit down in the hot tub
Uh-huh.
at Jason and Katie's house
Uh-huh.
with no drawers on
Why?
because we weren't wearing drawers.
Okay.
And I misjudged like where it was. And I sort of fell and scraped my butt cheek on it. And it like left a scar. Quite identifiable. You want to see it?
No, I don't. No, I don't. No. Uh-uh. Not a damn chance.
I was just offering.
All right, not a damn chance.
$3, by the way, if anyone ever wants to see it.
That's you'll never get it back. You'll never.
$3. Yeah, no refunds.
Yeah, you'll never get it back.
Sorry,
So,
Ron. You're gonna have to fight through this till we get the Cowboys stock. So there.
you know we meander through a little bit before we get to our things, but yeah, we're getting to the things here. Real yes.
Riggs, I don't forget anything. Who are you again? I forgot.
What did you do?
Ron says I should go to only. How do you know I don't, Ron? Maybe I'd already have an OnlyFans.
It's just not going. I'm just not working out real well, huh?
I mean, I don't have any subscribers,
Right. It's out there.
but it's there.
It's out there.
We
So
need to put a link on our website homepage.
it was weird to try and segue from what I had to what I got. So we're going from butts holes to what I had for dinner today. Where I guess we're going in reverse. But yeah, I gave a try for the first time, and I know it's a seasonal thing. I gave a try for the first time the honey pepper pimento
Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A sandwich.
Oh, it's so good, dude.
And I have to tell you, I really like that sandwich.
You're a fan of pimento cheese anyway, right?
Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
me
I
too. Me too. And theirs is good.
Theirs is real good. Now, I have to say, when while I was eating it, I thought, this is something Tim would hate because it's too weird. It's really good, but it's too weird. The fact that you actually said you enjoy it, you like it, threw me off.
I love it.
Because it's not basic. It's not basic at all. They threw honey and peppers into their pimento cheese.
But it's Chick-fil-A.
So they get a pass?
They can do no wrong.
They get a pass.
Pass of what? It's just good food. I'm going to eat it.
That's with a lot of things that you won't eat.
Because it's not good.
No, you won't try it. The fact that you've tried it throws me off. The fact that you allowed somebody to mix your sweet and your pimento cheese and put some peppers in it. No, weird. That's fucking weird. I'm not going to eat it. Just give me what I normally order here, which is the Chick-fil-A sandwich or whatever. I'm not trying it.
And then I started getting the Chick-fil-A, the club one that they have, but it's grilled chicken, so I'll make them put the fried chicken on it.
Their grilled chicken is actually really good.
I'm not interested in eating grilled chicken. I want the crunch. I want the batter. I want it fried.
So that threw off my whole world for a second.
Really?
Yeah, because I just knew you were gonna be like, why would you eat that? That has stuff on it.
So like you're talking about like when I go to Whataburger and they have this new stuff.
Right. And you won't get that, even though it has just things that are awesome on it. And you're like, I'm not going to try that because I just want what I want.
Yeah, because I know what I like.
Yeah, but what if you like that more?
And I don't know why that doesn't apply. Now I see what you mean, because it applies at Whataburger. So I told you, this is a famous story I've told on the air, that every time I try something at Whataburger, like the barbecue chicken strip sandwich or whatever.
Right.
I wanted to try that. But I didn't want to risk a trip to Whataburger and not like it. So I always buy a backup number one with cheese, grilled onions, grilled jalapenos. Like my regular order. I always have a backup.
Okay.
So, yeah, to answer your question, like, I don't know why Chick-fil-A got a pass. Like, it just looked good and I wanted to try it.
Yeah, but that's not you.
And I didn't get a backup either.
That's
No, I see what you're saying. Yeah, you're right. I'm a conundrum.
You're dumb.
Wrapped in an enigma.
Wrapped in what day is it, Tim?
Which you're trying to segue.
I am while you're typing. Randomly.
Producing on the air here. Colby, thank you for asking, by the way.
Uh-huh.
As I try to get to my transition. I'm transitioning, Colby.
Uh-oh.
As to what day is it?
So I was in the closet.
Colby. I don't need 2 applauses for that. Good grief.
Sure you do.
Wasn't that great?
That was the greatest Colby I've ever heard.
All
Colby?
Colbys are great. Well, not all. I'll take it back. Colby, a day that you and I will both probably appreciate. I know I do. I'm pretty sure you do, as it's National Wildlife Day.
Nice.
I like wildlife.
Not
the wildlife. Well, I appreciate that too. But we're
Right.
talking about wildlife, like animals in nature.
when you think wildlife, what's the first animal that comes to your brain?
A deer,
Okay.
I think. Yeah. That's what I just thought of when you said that. So,
Raccoon.
yeah.
Yeah, raccoon.
Not squirrels.
No, because a squirrel hadn't scared me out of a roof and almost killing a man with my body.
Is a snake wildlife?
Yeah, but I don't think about I don't think about
I mean, either.
the reptiles.
But bears, right?
Yeah.
Mooses, mooses,
Yeah.
moose.
Mises.
Yeah, deer, elk, birds. I think of birds too. Birds are wildlife.
Yeah, they are. I mean, all of these things are, Tim, but I don't think of them.
Yeah, I don't think of snakes though. Like, ugh.
I don't think of birds.
You don't?
No.
I think of birds.
Out there in the wild.
Colby, it is a day
Adele, hello?
that, please don't. It is a day that we probably should celebrate every day here at FanStream Sports. Sports?
Oh my God.
I'm not even drinking tonight.
Sports.
Christian McCaffrey and sports. I couldn't say that word again if I tried.
Mar Tarmar.
One of the great days. Colby, it's Global Talent Acquisition Day.
What?
Shouldn't we be trying to do that every day at this network?
Acquire a globe?
No, Global Talent.
Global talent.
Global Talents Acquisition Day.
Just go grab an eagle?
Yes.
Right.
Colby, how about
Well, hopefully we'll have a few more nuts joining us.
we may have a big nut joining us.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just going to say, name of the show is going to be D's Nuts.
That's right.
It might originate from a Texas town. But here.
Not after you heard our opening segment, by the
No,
way.
you may not be joining us.
No.
Colby, eat an extra dessert day.
I mean, I had a peppermint that was in my Chick-fil-A bag. That's dessert. But I only got one of them, so.
So you didn't have extra.
No.
Peppermint's not dessert, though.
I mean, it's a sweet thing that you eat at the end. What are you going to call it?
It's a mint. Mints can't be desserts unless you eat a whole box of them.
Unless they're junior mints. Then you're golden.
I don't eat those. Put some pimento cheese on it, maybe.
You never mix junior mints in with your popcorn?
I don't eat junior mints. They're mint. I don't like mint.
Oh.
I don't eat mint chocolate chip ice cream or any of that crap. I don't know.
Well, Andy's mints.
Nope, I'm out. It's
Oh.
mint. It's disgusting.
I like mint.
Mark. How about tell me how you feel? Speaking of nuts, these nuts, Colby.
No.
National Macadamia Nut Day.
Oh yeah.
I'm out.
Oh yeah. That's a great nut there.
Did you know they come from Australia?
Yes.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, but they're in a lot of Hawaiian foods.
Are they?
Yeah. The macadamian cookie is really good. Macadamian ice cream. They make ice cream just out of that nut. That's really good.
Huh.
That is really good.
Colby, it's a light. What day is it today? So I'm moving on to tomorrow since we don't have a show.
Okay.
And then tomorrow we can celebrate together International Day of Charity. I don't know who she is or why she gets a day.
Well, you know,
I mean, that doesn't seem fair.
she's a great kid.
How about National Cheese Pizza Day?
You know, it's got to be the most exceptional, like, multi-cheese on the pizza.
Like a 4-cheese pizza or something?
Yeah, but like really, really good cheese. It has like different flavor to it. Because if it's just like your pizza mozz that's on there, man, I mean, that's cheese bread. Stop
Yeah, you're
calling-
just eating cheese bread, right?
Stop calling it pizza.
Yeah, no, I hear you. But I like cheese pizza. Somebody orders it. I mean, I don't order it, but I'll eat it.
Right.
Especially like New York style, the big slices, you know?
Right.
Fold them in half and cram it down your throat.
I am a big fan and will always be the big fan of the trash can pizza where they put everything on that
Yeah.
pizza. I mean, it's past supreme. They've grabbed stuff that, you know, it's awesome.
Yeah, and I haven't told a story about when I was up in Kansas City seeing the Gerbinator. There's a place up there called Johnny's Tavern
Right.
that has the best pizza, some of the best pizza I've ever had.
Wow.
And when I was up there before and he took me there to try it, you know, they're pretty big. So he's like, well, let's just split one. He goes, but you have to try it the way I eat it because that's the best. I'm like, well, I don't get to pick my toppings? No, we're just going to order the way I eat it because that's how you're going to try it. I was like, all right. It was okay. It was like sausage and pepperoni or whatever. It's fine.
Right.
But on their menu, they have green olives for their pizzas, which I can never find. Pizza
Right.
Inn is the only chain place that I have ever seen that has green olives on their pizza, and they're great.
Right.
So this last time I went up, got to order my own damn pizza. And I ordered green olives, roasted garlic, all sorts of goodies, right? Dude, their green olives, they're the big ass green olives, and all they do is cut them in half, long ways,
Right.
and then set them down, dome up. A big ass chunk of green olive. Oh my God, dude, it was so good.
I imagine.
It's got my squirters going off right here. I said that on JP's show the other day. I said, man, it's making my squirters go off. And he was like,
Gross.
don't ever say that on my show again. I said, you don't like my squirters. Speaking of squirters, Colby, it is National Be Late for Something Day.
I don't know how that segue works.
National Act Dumb Day.
I did that today.
I do that every day. And how about for those of you who pay attention to this, ladies, you know who you are. We all know who you are because we can see it on your body every day. Colby, it's National Cellulite Day.
That's just when you got your cell phone at Walmart, right?
Cellulite for seniors.
That's right.
With the, what do they used to call that phone for seniors? The June bug or something?
Right. The June bug.
June bug. It's also National Shrink Day. Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
Yes. So watch out for people trying to take pennies from Walmart.
And then maybe the most confusing and most curious day I've ever read in the history of this segment, Colby, because when I first read it, I read the big long word wrong, and it completely changes the day the way I read it. So what the day is Saint Teresa Canonization Day in Albania. I read Saint Teresa Cannibalism Day in Albania.
Yeah, it's totally different. It's totally different.
Like, why are we going to eat Mother Teresa?
No, don't.
Is she dead?
Leave her alone.
I think she's dead.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not eating anybody. Well, that's not true.
Hey, now.
That's what day it is, Colby.
Well, there you go. There's the day. And now it's time for me to stall with my words a little bit while Tim, I almost called him Ted for no apparent reason,
Bailey thought my name was Todd for a year.
finds a screen that says that it's time for the Colby Staff and IndyCar Tim Sports Report. And we're heading into a little bit of Cowboys versus Browns preview with your Cowboys versus Browns preview host, IndyCar Tim.
Thank you, Colby. Thank you, everyone. Appreciate you.
Thank you, Lanite.
It's very nice of you guys to give me that great thunderous applause.
Uh-huh.
I didn't hear the applause, though.
You didn't play it.
Oh. How's that?
That's great. That fits you.
Internets.
Colby, it is here.
It is
Football
here.
season is here.
Can't wait for tomorrow night. I'm excited.
And we've got a huge slate of football talk here on the Colby Sapp and IndyCar Tim show. And Ron, I agree, the greatest 4 days of the year. Thursday kickoff, Friday night. I'm not going to say Sooners on Saturday because I'm not watching that. I don't know what Panthers are.
That's his high school team, I imagine.
You think it's his high school? No, he went to my high school. We're the Cougars.
Well,
Much like my women. I like my high school mascots like I like my women, Colby. Cougars.
that's not true. You like them young. You like the, what they called, kittens? What? Cats?
Cats in the Cradle and the Silver Spoon.
Yeah.
Little Boy Blue.
Pussy.
And the Man on the Moon.
What?
Huh? But yes, so we've got Thursday night football in Chiefs Ravens, a rematch of the AFC Championship game last year. And then Friday, I think it's Eagles, Packers in Brazil. I don't know why we're playing a freaking game in Brazil. Give me a break. And then, of course, Sunday at 3:25, Colby, it's time.
It's time.
We get to see Rain Dakota Prescott for the first time this year because he didn't play preseason. The dumbest thing ever. We didn't get to see CD Lamb because he was picking his nose and playing tiddlywinks instead of going to camp with everybody and learning the offense.
Got paid.
We'll get a chance to see the rookies for the first time in real game action. Our new center, our new offensive lineman
Uh-huh.
that I'm predicting failures for.
You would.
Just saying. They got to prove it. But the Browns are they're almost as interesting, I think, as the Cowboys. Because they've got just as many question marks. I think their defense is going to be maybe the best defense. And we've talked about them a little bit here in the offseason. Maybe the best defense in the league.
Could be.
We talked about it on Monday that they were predicted to allow the fewest points by a defense this year.
And lose more games by the lowest
Right.
amount of points.
Right. They're only going to allow 330 points this year, but they're going to give up or they're only going to score 320.
Right.
Deshaun Watson is supposed to be healthy. He's back. Colby, you realize he has been in Cleveland now for 3 years?
Yes.
Of course, he sat out the entire 2021 season.
Right.
Then he went in 2022. He played 6 games. Then he went in 2023 last year and played 6 games. He's played 12 total games after signing his fully guaranteed $230 million contract. And they're on their last leg with him because the fan base for sure is. Because they got to see Pro Bowl Deshaun Watson that played in Houston, the guy they thought they were trading for.
Right.
All those draft picks. By the way, look what all those draft picks did for Houston.
No,
They're immediately a Super Bowl contender.
They did good.
But yeah, aside from their defense, they've got question marks in the running game. Nick Chubb's not back after that horrific week 2. Remember that injury against the Steelers last?
I don't want to remember that.
Oh my God, dude. It was bad. And he's still not fully back yet. So he's on the starts the year on the IR, the one, not the season one, but the one where you got to miss at least 4 games. So he's not eligible to come back till week 5. So they don't get Nick Chubb, they'll get a full dose of Jerome Ford. You'll get a full dose of Amari Cooper. Good morning to you.
Yeah. Maybe.
You'll get a full dose of David Njoku. Right? He's good. He's probably their second best receiver.
No. I'm just because what you're depending on is for Watson to go out there and have every time he's been in a Browns uniform out there, he has looked so indecisive. Like he's questioning everything that he's doing.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to expect or think as, if you were a negative Nancy, you're a Cowboys fan, but you're expecting the Cowboys to see the worst thing that could possibly happen is Deshaun Watson going out there and looking like he was, playing for the Houston Texans.
Mm-hmm.
That's not going to happen because there's enough rust on everything. This is first game. Last time he played, he stunk. You're going to need a couple of games to get into rhythm. He
didn't play preseason at all either.
Browns offense doesn't look great anyway. And so, no. Yeah, I don't foresee the Browns having, offensive, greatness happening.
No, but I do like the Browns receiver core better than the Cowboys.
No, not a chance.
Oh, I do.
Not a chance.
Give me Amari Cooper, Jerry Jeudy, and Elijah Moore over CeeDee Lamb, Brandon Cooks, and Jalen Tolbert any day.
Not any day. First of all, CD to Amari, give me CD.
I agree, but I'm not with the other two.
Jeudy?
I'll take Jeudy over Cooks.
A failed first-round draft pick.
He's not failed.
Yes, he is.
How is he failed?
What is he doing?
He was in Denver.
Yeah, I know. What is he doing?
Nobody does anything in Denver.
No, there's a lot of people that do things in Denver.
He didn't have a quarterback throwing to him in Denver.
He did for a little bit.
No, I'll take the other. I'll take our tight end. I'll take Ferguson over Njoku any day.
Right. So, yeah, give me Cooks over Jeudy.
All right.
By the way.
You can have them.
And
I think they're deeper at wide receiver, too. We got nothing. They don't have a lot.
No, they
Jamari Thrash, David Bell, Cedric Tillman.
You're naming off people that I don't know.
I'm just talking about the starters. I'll take their number 2 and number 3 over our number 2 and number 3.
No,
that's all.
I'm not taking Jeudy over Cooks.
Running back. And I heard Brian Broaddus on G-Bag Nation on 105.3 The Fan today here in Dallas.
What has Brian Broaddus?
Brought up an extremely interesting theory. I don't know if it's a theory or if it's just his prediction. He says he thinks it's going to be very, very quick that Ezekiel Elliott is relegated to the number 3 back on the Dallas Cowboys.
Huh.
Like, he's obviously RB1 on the depth chart, right?
Right.
He just thinks he's not saying that it's going to be like he's getting demoted. He just thinks that Dalvin Cook will naturally get more carries because they'll be more productive, and he'll just get relegated as we go on in the season to fewer and fewer carries.
Huh.
I still think he's your best option right now. And until I see him fail, I'm still predicting, what was our prediction? Like 1,100 yards and 9 touchdowns or something?
Right.
I forgot what I still believe that. Now, they're all going to be like 4-yard touchdown runs, which is fine. They still count, especially for a team that sucked in the red zone the last 3 years.
The only way that I could see that happening, Tim, the only way that I can see that happening is if there's some panic and smarts happening with the Dallas Cowboys. As far as you don't want to wear all the tread off of Zeke because you need him, because you're winning games and you're going to need him for the playoff run, right?
Right.
So what you will do is the most important down, third down, you need your best blocker back there covering Dak's ass. So maybe that's the way that he ends up being your third down back, and to save him, a lot more was going to be counted on for your busting up the line as far as Dowdle. I see more Dowdle Deuce than I do, especially in the beginning, before we see new old guy.
Dalvin Cook played for the Ravens last year because remember, again, all their running backs got hurt.
Right.
He did literally nothing. I think he got 2 carries.
Right.
So I don't see the appeal of Dalvin Cook, but I don't see the appeal of anybody other than Zeke. I still think Zeke's got something. I'm not the hater that a lot of people are.
I'm not hating either. I don't know if Dowdle has anything or not. I really don't.
I don't either.
But I feel really strongly that if used correctly, that Deuce has something.
Yeah.
I just do.
He's going to be a gadget player, and that's okay. Nothing wrong with that. You just got to, like you said, they got to utilize his skills.
Right. Well, even gadget wise whatsoever.
I'd love to see him return those new kickoffs.
You know what I'd love to see him do is after Zeke and Dowdle wear a defense out a little bit, throw him out there for like a quarter and just primary him running the football. Now catch his ass.
Yeah.
You've been hammered, you've been hit, now catch his ass. I would love to see that. The changeup, like Tony Pollard was, and use Deuce for that. I would love to see that. As far as who we think is going to win and all that kind of good stuff, we are going to get into that because we are going to do our picks against the spread. So you don't have that opportunity right now. But I'll go ahead and tell you that walking into this game, offense versus defense, I think, is strong on both sides as far as how much better I think the defense is of the Cowboys than what I think of the offense of the Browns. Same difference, how much better I think the defensive line defense of the Browns versus the Cowboys might be. Now, this coming with, you walk into a season, more than likely the defense is a little bit more caught up than the offense is. That's just what going to happen. Also, from just listening to pundits that actually know what they're talking about when they talk about the Dallas Cowboys, word going around them is that the Cowboys are going to try to be more conservative, which should immediately have everybody betting the over, because whatever they say they're trying to do is going to be the opposite of what happens. But walking in with a conservative approach against the Browns, and you're trying to run the ball more with, which would be the smart thing with a young offensive line, because running the ball is easier than pass protecting. I think you're going to end up with a lower scoring game. So, that's just how it's going to be. And leave it up to, at this end of this game, 3 little words to take with you, Cowboys fans. At the end of this game, mark my words, Cleveland gonna Cleveland. That's my prediction.
Still.
Yes. They've had the world handed to them with on a silver platter with the right quarterback and the right defense and the everything. And still, what have they done, Tim?
Oh, I agree.
Absolutely nothing.
You may be surprised at my pick.
Cleveland gonna Cleveland. It may look like it's over, said, and done with. Cleveland gonna Cleveland. Put it down.
And I feel oddly like this, kind of like, there's no preseason in college.
Right.
So you go into the first game, highly anticipating to see something, right? It's your first chance you get to see. I kind of feel like the NFL's that way now in game one because nobody plays in the preseason anymore for the most part. So I feel like we're going into this game seeing this team for literally the first time. And, I mean, it is the first game that matters, and it's the first game with everybody back together. So,
Right.
I still don't know what to think.
Well,
I don't know where Dak's head is. I don't know where McCarthy's head is. The thing I'm most excited for this season is the defense. I want to see what Zim does with Micah. I can't wait. He may have 19 sacks. He may have 4 sacks. I have no idea. So it all starts Sunday, though.
It does. Sunday. We'll sell you the whole seat, but you'll only need the edge.
There we go. All right, there's a Cowboys-Browns preview. We'll be doing that every Wednesday Monday's show, if we end up having them, will be a recap of the Cowboys' previous game, and then Wednesday will be your preview for the following weekend for a lot of stuff. And then, of course, our picks against the spread is back. That'll happen in the mid-segment in the second hour every Wednesday. And then all the Cowboys talk, all the NFL talk. We'll be mixing in some college football talk here as well, probably a little more than we did last year. Colby's going to be excited with his stupid Longhorns in the SEC now.
Yeah, everybody kept saying, oh, just wait till you get to the SEC. We're here, motherfuckers.
I'm still saying that.
We're here. So,
Play somebody.
now, yeah, that's okay. We look awesome.
You did.
Coming up next, everybody, it would be time for the good, bad, and the ugly as we break up the football just a little bit, but then head right back into football with the NFL season predictions by me and Tim. So that's all coming up on the Colby Sapp and IndyCar Tim Show.
Sports fans, FanStream Sports.
Introducing Star Power Smart Home Solutions, where cutting-edge technology meets effortless living. Control your entire home with just a tap on your smartphone. Adjust the lights, set the temperature, ensure your home is totally secure, all from the palm of your hand. Experience the ultimate solution in comfort and security for your family. Start by going to the website, GetStarPower.com. That's GetStarPower.com.
Today's show is brought to you by Tom's Town, a premier craft distillery based in Kansas City, Missouri. Discover their award-winning lineup, including Double Oaked Bourbon, Botanical Gin, and Double Grain Vodka, named the best craft vodka by the readers of USA Today. Available for online delivery in 40 states. Visit toms-town.com or their Kansas City distillery to explore more. Elevate your game with Tom's Town, where history meets innovation. Please enjoy responsibly.
All right, guys, time to talk a little bit about Turf Life. You've seen the hats on our heads. You've been or seen the video of the studio. You've seen that the decals are all over the place. Turf Life. Man, it's the brand that salutes the consumer and industry players everywhere whose lives involve turf. What does that mean? That means if you play or have a business or, maybe you're a sports educator, you're going to be on turf at some point. So you live the turf life. So go ahead and tell everybody you live the turf life by having your Turf Life window decal or, the hat or the keychain or the something. Along that lines, just go to turflifeclub.com and become a turf head. That's what it's called when you live the turf life. You're now a turf head. And you can go join the club today, snag that window decal, or snag any other special Turf Life accessories and go over there to that website, which is turflifeclub.com, and get your stuff and show everybody that, man, I'm all about that Turf Life. And then you just kind of raise your coffee mug at them and go, yeah, Turf Life, baby. That's what it's about. And then that's the end of the commercial. Ding. That means it's done in microwave talk.
Hi, golfers. IndyCar Tim here. I want to talk to you a little bit about Golf Central Magazine. It's not just a golf magazine. It's the magazine for everything. Turf, travel, philanthropy, and lifestyle. Head over to golfcentralmag.com and check out the latest issue. Some of the regular features in Golf Central Magazine: the Golf Bachelorette of the Month, the Golf Bachelor of the Month, the Golf Cart Girl of the Month, Golf History, Grip It and Sip It. So head over to golfcentralmag.com. It's free. It's the magazine for everything: turf, travel, philanthropy, and lifestyle. Golf Central Magazine at golfcentralmag.com. We'll see you there.
For more than 3 decades, Bob's Steak and Chop House has remained an icon of DFW restaurants. Why? Well, maybe it's because of Bob. He's fanatical about cleanliness and friendliness, and his food, oh my Lord, his food. If you've been there, you know about it. If you haven't been there, you should know about it. The original Bob welcomes you at either of his two locations, Bob's on Lemon Avenue or the sparkling new Bob's at Craig Ranch McKinney.
Hey, listeners, make sure you check out the brand new FanStream Sports in-studio text line. You can reach us during any of our live shows or 24/7 at 214-937-0569. That's 214-937-0569. Text us 24/7 day or night, and we'll reply to you and make you part of the show.
Orion Golf Management Solutions. Orion Management Solutions has tailored its service packages just like it tailors its approach to customers. Some owners need more supervision, while others need periodic assessment of their short-term and long-term strategies and programs. Orion can be called in to develop a business plan with the existing staff, or we can assist with the daily management of a facility or event. Either way, we make sure the client is satisfied and understands the direction the facility needs to go in order to achieve the owner's goals. Orion Management Solutions can help with owner assistance service solutions, daily course management, business plan development, monthly operations, or as-needed consulting services. Whatever your need, Orion Golf Management Solutions can help. Check out oriongolf.com.
You know Volvo's reputation for building beautiful, long-lasting cars. Well, Crest Volvo Cars, located at 121 on the Tollway in Frisco, has over 300 brand-new Volvos at terrific prices. And there's also that hard-to-find low interest available. When you're at Crest Volvo, say howdy to General Manager Mike Brusen. Then test drive your favorite Volvo. Crest Volvo, off 121 on the Tollway in Frisco.
Coming back at you now. More FanStream Sports.
Welcome back to the Colby Sapp and IndyCar Tim Show, right here on FanStream Sports, live on a Wednesday, my dudes.
It's Wednesday.
Talking
my
a
dude.
butt ton of NFL, Colby,
That's right.
because it is NFL kickoff week.
I
And my
am,
football nipples are going crazy right now.
I am so
Wanna see?
excited. No, damn it. I looked at the other screen. I'm so I've already got it mapped out. I got my little gaming chair, PlayStation hooked up with the screen. I'm gonna have the tablet right here in view with the football running on it.
Okay.
That's Thursday night. Friday night, I have the PlayStation. I'm gonna have the football on the
Now, are you
tablet.
going to be able to watch it
What's that?
Friday? You know it's on Peacock, right?
Yes.
You have Peacock Premiere?
Yes.
Okay. You don't seem like the Peacock Premiere type to me.
So Friday night, be watching the football on the tablet, and then watching the wrestling on the phone, while also playing Grand Theft Auto.
Okay, look.
It's I'm excited.
You can't call it watching football if you're gaming while you're doing it, because you're not watching football, you're gaming.
I am too watching football.
No, you're not. What screen are you watching? Your game. You're not watching the football screen.
Game's here, football's here, wrestling's over here.
Okay, so you're not watching wrestling or football. You're going to be gaming Friday night.
I'm doing it all.
I do not approve.
I am a multitasker, sir.
You're really not. I've
I
seen
am.
you attempt that before. Steve Tasker.
Hey, Steve Tasker is amazing.
He was pretty
National
good.
treasure.
Belongs in the Hall of Fame as a special teams player for sure.
That's right, the Taskmaster.
Colby, it's time for our 2024 NFL predictions.
Is it? I thought it was time for the good, bad, and the ugly.
After we do the good, bad, and the ugly, because that's what everybody wants to hear first. You never let me finish my teases, man. You always have to jump in. Like I forgot what we're doing. I literally have the run sheet right in front of me, but I forgot.
Multitasking.
Can't multitask, apparently.
Welcome into the good, the bad, and the ugly, as it's time for me to go through all the people that were born today, then make a list of the people that I think are famous enough to make my list, offer that list up to you guys along with me and Tim separately for each one of us to decide. Who is the good person, who is the bad person, and who is the ugly person? If that made sense to you, good for you. I mean, I've said that sentence multiple different ways, and each time at the end of it, it's like nobody understands what this game is.
Still confused.
Starting off today, 75 years old. He's good at that golf thing, by the way, from the rough. Every time Johnny wants to do it, right here on FanStream Sports.
Usually he doesn't.
Tom Watson, 75 years old.
Legendary Colby.
Tom Watson.
Elementary, my Tom Watson.
That's right.
Huh.
Turning 56 years old today, master of the handlebar mustache and also one of the ugliest but yet prettiest swings I've ever seen because it just looked so cavemanish. Mike Piazza.
Huh. How old is he?
56.
I was never a Piazza fan. Ever.
I was, just because of his swing looked like Jose Canseco and Bam Bam Bigelow decided to get together and make a baseball swing.
I just hated the stupid mustache.
I
And
don't
it was
know.
always, who's the better catcher, Piazza or Pudge? Well, it was clearly Pudge.
Yes.
Wasn't even close.
I mean, Piazza had him in the power department. That was it.
Mm-hmm. Probably the penis department, too.
Paul Harvey.
News.
Passed away in 2009.
Colby, I know you hate news,
I do.
but you know who Paul Harvey is clearly,
That's the
right?
reason why he's on the list, Tim.
Being in radio and stuff.
Uh-huh.
A lot of people probably won't. But I used to love, I think they used to play his stuff on Cliff. Like after Norm's show or something way back in the day.
Were you listening to Cheers?
Our Norm.
You just said Cliff and Norm.
Yeah. I didn't catch the Cliff part. The mighty 1190 KLIF before it went to, what's it now, 570 now?
Yes.
But yeah, I used to love listening to Paul Harvey.
Dr. Drew Pinsky is 66 years old. The Love Line.
He's a beating.
He is. But he got away with saying a lot of really, 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 really explicit stuff on a radio show.
Him and Adam Carolla.
Yeah.
Remember their TV show?
Yes. Well, it used to be on the Eagle back in the day.
Yeah, that's
And
right.
as soon as you tuned it in, it was just like, yeah, pussy and dick. I was like, whoa.
And you're all like, giggle.
Blackie Lawless turned 68 years old today.
Wasp.
That's right, Tim.
Used to love me some Wasp back in the day.
Nobody did.
Colby,
Tim.
you know what Wasp is an acronym for?
War Against Sandy Penises.
We are sexual perverts.
I got you.
I mean, that was the rumor. I don't know if that's true.
Turning 46 years old today, had to earn that star and his helmet, Terrence Newman.
Huh. He was a Zim guy.
Mm-hmm.
Big time. I don't know how I feel about Tinu.
You know what? Wasn't bad, just didn't get up to the hype that I thought he's going to be.
I mean, he was certainly our best corner for a long time. Remember when it was him and Pac-Man Jones in the backfield?
Yes.
God, it was a failed bit. Pac-Man Jones experiment in Dallas.
John DiMaggio turns 56 years old.
Voices. Right? Doesn't he voice cartoons?
Yes. I think Bender, is my favorite one he does.
Yeah, on Futurama.
Yeah.
I don't think he's related to Joe, though, is he?
I don't know. Can't confirm nor deny.
Let's see. Are Joe and...
Whitney Cummings is 42 years old, comedian and one of the minds behind Two Broke Girls, one of my son's favorite shows.
Who was this now?
Whitney Cummings?
Giggle.
Yeah.
She's kind of cute.
Yes.
I just don't like female comedians.
Well, you don't like any comedians except for the old white guys.
Rodney Dangerfield, Colby.
I know. I just...
Stephen Wright. Jim Gaffigan.
Huh?
I liked Richard Pryor. I like Eddie Murphy. I liked Charlie Murphy. What other comedians are out there?
Yeah, I don't think you... Okay. Well, you proved me wrong.
Wayne Brady. I saw Wayne Brady in person one time at the Improv in Addison.
Uh-huh.
It's a weird brag.
That is a weird brag.
Mark. Jeez.
Xavier Woods is 38. He's a wrestler of the New Day. New Day?
Xavier Woods, isn't that the ex-Texas Longhorn speedster receiver that plays for Kansas City now?
That one's not 38 years old.
Oh, that's Worthy. Xavier Worthy.
Yes.
How would you say Whitney Cummings was?
42.
Still would.
Jason David Frank passed away in 2022.
Candy bar manufacturer.
No, Power Ranger.
He's dead already? I thought those were all kids.
Had a tough time, buddy. But
We all have.
But he would always show up at every single everything and great guy.
Yeah.
So, Beyonce is 43 years old today.
Why is she on our list? She's still relevant. She's not relevant anymore, is she?
Yeah, she's still relevant.
Is she?
Yeah.
I mean, as relevant as she ever was, which was not.
No, yeah.
Can you name one Baywatch song?
It's not me. I'm not her fan base. She's almost as big as Swift.
Taylor?
Yes.
No. I mean, I can't name one Taylor Swift song either, but
yes.
There's no way.
There is a way.
There can't be two of them.
Yeah, I said almost. Yes.
I mean, I will acquiesce to your knowledge of pop music because I don't know anything about it because it's horrible.
I'm telling you, as soon as she announces her next concert date and it's anywhere near here, we're having all kinds
So I saw all of these videos on TikTok and crap about her singing in front of 80 people in arenas that were half empty on her last tour. Nobody went to see her.
Her country tour?
I don't know what it was.
All I can tell you is that, yes, she's still huge.
All right.
And finally, turning 60.
Is she pretty? You think she's pretty? I don't think she's pretty.
Yeah. Well, she used to was. I don't know about now.
Okay.
And finally, blank man himself, 64 years old today. Also, one of the stars of The Last Boy Scout, Damon Wayans.
Finally, we get to Damon Wayans.
Because he's number one, bud.
Senior. He's got a junior now.
Yes, he does.
Maybe a bigger actor than he was.
I don't know about that. I enjoyed Damon.
Can you name all the Wayans brothers?
I cannot. But
there's Keenan Ivory Thompson Wayans.
Well, yes.
Damon Wayans.
Yes.
Sean Wayans.
Right.
Bob Wayans.
No, you're out.
Tim Wayans.
No.
Colby celebrating Facebook birthdays. Did I already do these? Oh, those are recent. So, yeah, I did do some of those. Oh, look, there are no birthdays for today. I'll do them anyway. Sheila Keller, Colby classmate.
Sisters Helen.
Yes. She had a twin sister named Shannon. Shannon and Sheila Helen Keller.
Mm-hmm.
I do think that their middle names are both Helen. Spring Stout. Yes, that's a real name.
No, it's not.
Well, I went to school with her brother, John. Mine got really weird later in life.
Hi, John. How's it going?
He's into the whole, and I don't know him anymore, but we were friends on Facebook.
Please complete the word after whole.
What?
Nothing.
And he's into like the medieval, like going to Scarborough Fair and dressing up and.
Oh, hey, there's nothing wrong with that.
I didn't say it was wrong. I said it was weird.
It's not weird because all the chicks have all their boobs busted up like this.
Well, he's not a chick.
No, yeah, but the reason why you go there is because all the chicks hand out beers with boobs busted up like this.
I can watch that on Pornhub. I don't need to see in person.
Man, the reason why you go to bars is to look at chicks. You just go there, yeah. So you just go to Scarborough Fair.
I go to bars so chicks can look at me.
No, nobody wants to look at you.
Everybody wants to look at me, Colby.
Mm-mm.
Another classmate, Belinda McCall.
Carlisle.
She kind of looked like Belinda Carlisle back in the day.
Huh.
Kind of had the hots for Belinda. We worked at
We might have worked at Taco Bell together when we were like 16. Back when we had all 100% polyester and rayon uniforms.
Nice.
And we'd always squirt each other with the water hose when we were cleaning up at night. It's one of my favorite jobs.
Belinda the Squirter.
Got her right in the squirters.
Yep.
Colby, Stacy Steppy, another classmate, one of my best friend classmates. She's giving me rides home from school because I don't want to walk.
All right.
She's 52 now and dating another one of my favorite classmates, Bobby Curry. I don't know when his birthday is.
What's up, Steph?
One of Johnny Gerber's former love interests has a birthday coming up. I don't know how to say her last name, so I'm going to butcher it. But she was a bartender at Wing Daddy's over by my house and Johnny fell hard. She didn't want anything to do with them. Like most of the girls that Johnny meets.
Right.
Kayla Brithler. So there you go, Colby. There's our Facebook birthdays.
Nice. Congratulations to all you that had birthdays. And if you have a birthday and it was today and you didn't send in any kind of message to us telling us, hey, say something about my birthday, well, it's your bad. So Tim, your good, bad, and ugly pick. By the way, if you have good, bad, and ugly picks, comment section down below. Go.
Colby, since we have no hots to worry about, and really just two girls, right?
Yes.
And Whitney Cummings is cute, but she's not hot. Plus, she's a comedian, so that negates all of it. You know what? For my good, this is a tough one between Tom Watson and Paul Harvey.
Wow.
Do I go news or golf? You know what? Paul Harvey earned it. Paul Harvey is my good.
All right, then.
My bad, and it's not close. Faye once.
Okay.
Is my bad. My ugly. There's a couple on here, Colby. Tom Watson's not an attractive man. Neither is John DiMaggio. But I have to go Blackie Lawless.
All right.
Is my ugly.
All right. My good, because he was in one of my favorite movies, The Last Boy Scouts, Damon Wayans.
Never heard of that movie. Have I?
It's Bruce Willis, bro.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen that. I don't think I've ever heard of it.
I hate you so much.
The Last Boy Scout?
Yes.
I've heard of The Last Starfighter.
No.
Is that what you're thinking of?
No, that's not what I'm thinking of.
The Last American Virgin.
No.
From 1991?
Yes.
You're like 5 years old.
No, I was born in 77. Dick.
Dude, I've never heard of this movie.
My bad. Because you used to take off music off the radio. Dr. Drew Pinsky.
Because you like to listen to your tunes, right?
That's right.
Why are you talking on the radio? And then what do you do for a living now, Colby?
Right. Well, this was before, music was ready on your phone all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And my ugly, I agree. Blackie Lawless is not an attractive person.
Wow.
Not an attractive person. So there you go. There's my and Tim's good, bad, and the ugly. And if you had picks and you didn't send them to us, then they don't count. All right, Tim. It's time now to do that segment you wanted to do before we did the segment that we were supposed to do. It's time for the NFL season predictions by me and Tim. And if you would like to join with your predictions, then do something. Just stand there.
Did you give the text line out yet?
There's a comment section.
There it is for some of the videos.
And the text line, by the way, because Tim wants me to hand that out, the FanStream Sports text line is 214-937-0569. If you have predictions and you want them to be aired right here, right now, then either text that or comment down below. Tell us what they are. Put your name on it, and we'll shout you out. All right? That's how it works. Tim, you're leading this thing, so lead this thing.
Colby, I don't know if we've mentioned it yet or not, but football starts this weekend.
Man, I think we have.
Starts tomorrow, as a matter of fact.
Woo.
So Colby and I are going to go down.
Gross.
We're not on the same. Never mind.
I'm not sharing a taco with you, sir.
We are going down, though.
All right.
We crossing swords?
In a blaze of glory.
Don't cross swords. We're going to pick each division winner.
You almost struggled with the word division.
I don't know why it stopped halfway through it and then restarted.
Division. We're on
Colby, I'm not even fucking drinking tonight. I'm getting the giggles. My shirt's sort of rubbing on my nipples kind of weird, and it's tickling. I got nipple tickle. I call that band name. It's Colby and the Nipple Ticklers.
That's right.
Colby on drums. And your drum kit just looks like nipples.
This looks like areolas.
Areolas everywhere.
That's right. I call that band name.
Wait, who opens for who? Areolas everywhere open for nipple tickle?
I think you gotta start with the areola and then finish with the tickling of the nipple, right?
I think you're right, yeah. That's the finishing move.
Uh-huh.
Colby and I are going to struggle here to get through our division winners.
Yep.
Our wild card teams. Conference championship games. The Super Bowl competitors. And then finally, Colby, the Super Bowl champion.
Ooh.
Green Bay. I'm just kidding.
Nope.
I have no idea. I know who it's not going to be. We'll talk about that. All right, Colby, let's start in the AFC, the African American Football Conference.
That's not what it's called.
It's not.
Nope.
That's one of those words. The American Football Conference. In the East, Colby, we have the Bills, the Dolphins, the Patriots, and the Jets. This might be the second most competitive division in football.
Ooh.
I still think the North is better overall.
Okay.
But you want me to go first?
Sure, go ahead.
Because everybody is predicting great things for the Jets. They've got a much improved defense. I agree. I'm just not a believer in a reconstructed Achilles of Aaron Rah-Rah. Because first and foremost, I'm a full believer that he's a miserable human being.
That doesn't mean anything on the NFL football field.
And he can't play football anymore.
Oh.
So I'm not picking the Jets to win that division. I'm not even going to pick the Jets to go to the playoffs, Colby.
Wow.
How do you like that? I am going to pick the Dolphins of Miami.
Whew. Start strong, end wrong.
To win the East.
Be them Dolphins.
You got the Dolphins?
No. No, I don't have the Dolphins because they start strong and end wrong.
Right. I thought you were talking about me.
No. So, yeah.
In bed.
Yeah. Whoops.
I start slow, but then I trail off at the end.
I don't like what the Bills got. I don't like a lot of what the Jets got. And I think the Dolphins they run out of steam.
Mm-hmm.
And the Patriots aren't winning that damn thing.
Mm-mm. Somebody's got to win it, Colby.
Somebody does. So I'm just going to go with the Bills just because I don't know what else to do.
Kind of by default.
Yep.
I'm just not a believer in Josh Allen either, man.
I'm not a believer in Josh Allen. I just think that this division is going to end up not as pretty and as hard fought as everybody thinks it is. It's just going to be ugly, and they're just going to be the one that has the most or the least ugly thing going on.
Agreed. Colby, the AFC West Coast Conference League Division area situation.
Do we have to take a long time on this one, or can we just go ahead and say it?
Tell me who you got.
Chiefs.
I also have the Chiefs.
I'm
not a believer in the Chargers and Harbaugh's first year. The Raiders are a train wreck, and the Broncos, I think, will be a surprise team, but they're not going to win the division.
Harbaugh in his first year, I'm not worried about that. I don't think he has any talent, and I still think that Herbert is actually not that good.
Still don't like Herbert. I still think Herbert is a top 5 quarterback in the league. And yes, I put him way above Dak and Josh Allen.
You know what? You just saying that makes me feel so much better about any time that you actually say something bad about Dak.
I agree.
Because that was stupid.
Colby, the AFC North, the Norris division. Now, this one's a tough one. Of course, the Ravens, defending champions, they went 13-4 last year.
Right.
Blew through the playoffs until they got steamrolled 17-10 by the Chiefs in the AFC championship game. The first conference championship game played in the city of Baltimore since 1972 when the Colts were still there. Browns, we've talked about.
Yep.
Gonna have a good defense. Questionable offense. The Steelers are going to be a train wreck. They don't have a quarterback. Russell Wilson isn't the answer. Justin Fields certainly isn't the answer. The Bengals are a huge wild card here because of Burrow coming back from the injury from last year. From everything I've seen and read and seen again, he's healthy and he's ready to go. But I still think the addition of Derrick Henry to the Ravens rushing attack is huge.
Huge.
It's huge. And I
said, man, that's huge.
Got the Ravens, Colby.
The Ravens are stacked. Super stacked. A little too stacked. Give me the Bengals.
Ooh. Joe Cool, huh?
Yep.
And then Colby, finally in the AFC South. This one's not going to be close. I don't know how you can think it is. I'm not a believer in Anthony Richardson in Indy. I'm no longer a believer of Trevor Lawrence in Jacksonville. I don't know who the hell's playing quarterback for the Titans. Who is playing quarterback for the Titans? I got a rookie, right?
Yes, Joe DeBerg. Steve's son.
Steve DeBerg Jr.
That's right.
Playing for the Titans. It's the Texans, right?
You know what? No, not.
You don't think so?
No, I'm going for the sophomore slump.
Ooh.
Happening with your Texans quarterback. And seeing as how he didn't get to play a lot last year, I do think that the Colts may be this year's up and coming. Whoa, what happened to these guys? So
okay.
Give me the Colts.
You've got the Colts. Colt 45s.
Yes. And
Colby, moving over to the National Football Conference. We will start in the NFC South.
all right.
The Buccaneers, the Saints, the Panthers, and the Falcons. The Buccaneers are on a roll of 3 straight division titles. The last 2 coming with records of 8-9 and 9-8.
Yeah.
Of course, the 8-9, Tom Brady's final year. 9-8 last year, Baker Mayfield's first season. He went on to garner himself a 3-year, $100 million reward of a contract for having a career year down in the Tampa. I know everybody's touting the Falcons and how improved they are, and I agree. I still have questions about their defense. They still have no pass rush. Even with the addition of Judon from the Pats, didn't impress me a bit. I've still got the Bucs.
I don't have the Buccaneers. I do have the Falcons.
All right.
And the main reason is nobody in that division actually plays one lick of good offense. And the fact that their offense actually looks like it might be NFL worthy, I think that's what carries them.
Really?
Yeah.
You like their offense
I think
better than...
I think second year Bijan Robinson with a quarterback that can actually get the ball out to some of the wide receivers, and maybe Pitts plays the full year. I think that offense finally starts to look like what it should have looked like.
All right. Good enough. Colby, the NFC North division. Bears, Lions, Packers, and Vikings.
Not the Vikings.
Of course, your former last year's winner, the surprise Lions. The allegedly resurgent Bears, the Cowboy playoff killer Packers,
Right.
and the kind of starting over in Minnesota Vikings. Clearly, it's not going to be the Vikings.
No.
You know, and I know it ain't going to be the Bears. I'm still not a believer in the Bears. Not a believer in Caleb Williams. Another failed quarterback in Chicago. You know who I do like, Colby? I like the Lions and the Packers, and I think it's going to come down to maybe the last month of the season, but the Lions pull away because I just think they're a little more talented team.
I'm not going to take as long as you did on this one. I'm just going to say I think it's the Lions, and I think the Lions are going to have a good year this year. Like exceptional.
I do too. Because I really like Dan Campbell. He makes damn good soup. Colby, the NFC West. Maybe both. You've got the Cardinals, threw a blue in the mouth. The Rams, the 49ers, and the Sea Chickens.
Yep.
Seahawks. Mike McDonald. I had to differentiate Mike McDaniel and Mike McDonald, which one's which. I think he's going to struggle this year. Geno Smith is still their quarterback and struggled last year a little bit. He had that great 2022 where he earned the big contract, but he fell off again last year. Not a believer in him. They just really don't have much. Rams are going to be good. I think they're going to be real good. Cardinals are going to suck because they don't have a quarterback or a coach. They sure as hell got a great receiver, though. Marvin Harrison Jr.
Yep.
But they ain't got nobody to throw him the ball. It's going to come again down to the Rams and the 49ers, Colby. I'm picking the Rams.
Wow.
Yep, I'm predicting a down season for the 49ers. Whether it's due to injury or whatever, I don't know. I just see a down season. They may not hit double-digit wins.
I'm not far off on a down season for the 49ers just because, again, they're aging in the way they play. I just don't see how the body can hold up with that kind of physicality for that long.
Isn't McCaffrey? Isn't he due for an injury?
No,
He's been too healthy for too long.
He's not due for an
And
injury.
he was on the Madden cover, right?
I mean, he's still not due for an injury. I'm not going to fall into the 105.3 the fan hole and start rooting for injury.
I'm not rooting for it, but that's been his MO his whole career is he's been injury prone in Carolina, and suddenly he goes to the West Coast and he hasn't been hurt. I'm just saying, it feels like he's due just because of his body.
It might be, but I'm not going to say it. I am going to say that I think the 49ers still win this. You know what? I'm not going to say who I think's the wild card coming out of this division.
Ooh. All right, Colby, the NFC and the East. Washington, I believe, much improved Washington team.
Well, finished third.
I don't know about that. And then, of course, the New York Gigantics.
Finished last in the NFL.
No, I don't think they're going to finish last in the NFL, but they will definitely finish last in the NFC East. I think they'll finish ahead of Arizona.
Not a chance.
And I think they'll finish ahead of the Raiders.
Not a chance. I think you're looking at the absolute worst team in the NFL, bar none.
Really? With a future Hall of Fame quarterback?
I almost want to bet that they don't win a game.
Come on.
Not a single game.
Come on.
It's bad.
Shock value, Colby.
It's real bad. New York Giants will have 0 wins. And I won't feel shocked when that happens.
Shock value, Colby. Great. All right. Well, so the division's going to come down to the Eagles and the Cowboys as it has the last few years.
Right.
We haven't had a repeat winner, Colby, in the NFC East since the 03-04 season,
Right.
which was the Eagles' fourth in a row. That was back during them when they're going and losing Super Bowls.
Yep.
And NFC championship games with the likes of, who was it, Donovan McNabb with his chunky Campbell soup on the sideline.
Yeah, and Freddie Mitchell was out there doing his belt thing.
And T.O.
Yep.
Colby, I think the curse is broken. I
What?
think the Cowboys win the East again.
Wow.
How you like them apples?
I don't know what to say, Tim.
Shock value, Tim.
Shock value, Tim. Actually, I think it's the Cowboys win by default. I don't know if they're going to have – I don't have a whole lot of faith for this season. I just don't see any of these other teams doing anything. I still think that the locker room of the Eagles is a dumpster fire.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think they figured it out. I don't believe in Sirianni as a coach.
Nope.
I think that he is a quiet cancer that has slowly melted everything that was happening good for the Eagles. So, yeah, with the missing of now your main component of your tush push is gone, I don't see the Eagles being that tough of a group to go against. So just give me the Cowboys. But it's one of those that I still don't think is going to save McCarthy's job.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I mean, just winning the division's not going to do it for you.
I'm saying they're not going to they're not going to be great. It's just
Yeah.
nobody else in this division's any good.
Right. Yeah, no, that's not going out on a limb at all. Colby, 3 wild card teams for each conference.
Yep.
Let's go to the AFC first. My wild card teams for the AFC. I offer you the head of Buffalo,
Okay.
the Bills. I offer you the head of the Chargers.
Gross. Get the fuck out of here.
And I offer you the head, skin, and toenails of the Bengals.
All right. Got that. Wild card teams for me in the AFC is the Ravens. Give me the Jaguars. And give me the Jets.
All right. Jets, Jets, jerks. Colby in the NFC, the Numbskull Football Conference. Give me the 49ers.
Uh-huh.
Give me the Packers. And give me the Falcons.
Woo!
Did not feel good to say that at all.
Mm.
Which means the Bears don't make the playoffs, Colby.
Wow. That's okay. I'll make it up to everybody. Give me the Bears.
Take it.
Had to.
Good segue.
Give me, you're going to hate this pick, the Arizona Cardinals.
Shut up. Shock value, Colby. You're joking. There's
I'm
no
really
way
not.
you believe this.
I really not. That's the reason I said the surprise. When I went over the West picks, I said a surprise wild card team is coming out of this division.
I thought you were going Seattle.
Nope.
That would be way less shocking.
Nope.
All right.
And give me, that's not the Buccaneers. Give me the Eagles.
Wow. Oh, yeah, because you've got the Falcons winning that division, don't you?
Sure do.
Yeah, I guarantee you right now today, if the Buccaneers don't make the playoffs, Todd Bowles is fired the next day.
Probably.
And nothing wrong with that. All right, Colby, conference championships. In the ASC, what is your prediction?
Yeah, I have the Chiefs versus the Bengals.
Oh, wow. Colby, in my AFC scenario cart, I have the Chiefs and the Ravens again in a rematch, a duel to the death.
The Ravens don't make it that far.
All right, over in the NFC, Colby.
NFC. Give me the Lions. And just because I can't not do it on predictions, give me the Cowboys.
My God.
It goes against everything I just walked into,
I know.
but I always do this, guys. This is my thing. And I don't believe one word of it, but I'm doing it.
All right. Well, I am going to go Rams
Gross.
versus Packers.
I have neither one of those teams in my playoffs.
Yeah, one of us is going to look really stupid. You're probably me. Yes, Rams versus Packers, which means, Colby, who is your NFC representative for the Super Bowl and who is your AFC representative for the Super Bowl?
It's going to be the Colby Bowl. It's going to be the Dallas Cowboys versus your Cincinnati Bengals. My number one team and the team I root for on the side, as long as they're not playing the Cowboys.
All right. Colby, I have the Rams versus the Ravens. The Chiefs bid for 3 in a row, falls short in the AFC title game.
Same thing I did, even though I fully believe they're going to the Super Bowl.
I'm not convinced.
I'm sorry. Once you get to this point of it, guys, of your predictions and everything like that, once we get past who we think is going to win the division, the playoffs, we all know just go the
Right.
insane, right? Never happens the way it was planned out to happen.
Mm-hmm.
So more than likely at the end of this damn thing, it's going to be the Chiefs three-peat, and they're going to play, even though we said we're rooting for their downfall and we think the way they play now, it's probably going to be the Chiefs versus the 49ers again.
Probably so. So who's yours?
No, I already said the Cowboys, Bengals.
No, but I mean for the Super Bowl champion.
Oh, Cowboys, of course. Never write my name and not Super Bowl champion Cowboys in the spot. Duh.
I've got the Ravens over the Rams. I think Lamar Jackson finally comes out of the closet.
Of the loser closet?
Yeah. Of the he can't get it done in the big games closet. He's in the same closet that Dak Prescott is in right now. And Josh Allen. They're all in there together. It's getting crowded.
Well, I have Dak Prescott coming out of the loser closet. So there you go.
And it could very well happen.
Mm-hmm.
All right, boys and girls, there are our 2024 NFL predictions. It's always having fun with those. And we'll kind of keep track of those as we get through the year and see who looks more ridiculous.
We're both going to look ridiculous by the end.
I'm gonna hang that up in the wall in here so we can just always look at it and fondle it if we want to.
Right. So again, you got picks to send in. We'll just send them in throughout the show. If you have some surprise pick you want for a division winner and you want to be marked down on it, Tim will put it on the piece of paper and say that whoever and wherever picked this team to win whatever particular division. If you have one you feel real solidly about, go ahead and do that. Leave that in the comments. We appreciate you. We really do. Coming up next, we have the NFL picks against the spread. It's our version. So it's me and Tim, and it's also a coin. And we keep track of me and Tim, and the coins wins, and usually the coin ends up beating us both. That's just what happens.
Smarter, Colby.
That's just what happens. Then after that, we have news and notes. That's all coming up on the Colby Sapp and IndyCar Tim Show.
Sports fans, FanStream Sports.
Orion Golf Management Solutions. Orion Management Solutions has tailored its service packages just like it tailors its approach to customers. Some owners need more supervision, while others need periodic assessment of their short-term and long-term strategies and programs. Orion can be called in to develop a business plan with the existing staff, or we can assist with the daily management of a facility or event. Either way, we make sure the client is satisfied and understands the direction the facility needs to go in order to achieve the owner's goals. Orion Management Solutions can help with owner assistance service solutions, daily course management, business plan development, monthly operations, or as needed consulting services. Whatever your need, Orion Golf Management Solutions can help. Check out oriongolf.com.
Hey, listeners, make sure you check out the brand new Fan Stream Sports in-studio text line. You can reach us during any of our live shows or 24/7 at 214-937-0569. That's 214-937-0569. Text us 24/7 day or night, and we'll reply to you and make you part of the show.
Today's show is brought to you by Tom's Town, a premier craft distillery based in Kansas City, Missouri. Discover their award-winning lineup, including Double Oaked Bourbon, Botanical Gin, and Double Grain Vodka, named the best craft vodka by the readers of USA Today. Available for online delivery in 40 states. Visit toms-town.com or their Kansas City distillery to explore more. Elevate your game with Tom's Town, where history meets innovation. Please enjoy responsibly.
In 1993, Bob opened the original Bob's Steak and Chop House on Lemon Avenue. 32 years later, the original Bob still greets you at the original Bob's. And now his sparkling new Bob's at Craig Ranch has opened in McKinney. Same fantastic beef and fresh seafood at these two Bob's, each run by the Bob's Steak and Chop House.
Hi, golfers. E-Car Tim here. I want to talk to you a little bit about Golf Central Magazine. It's not just a golf magazine. It's the magazine for everything. Turf, travel, philanthropy, and lifestyle. Head over to golfcentralmag.com and check out the latest issue. Some of the regular features in Golf Central Magazine: the Golf Bachelorette of the Month, the Golf Bachelor of the Month, the Golf Cart Girl of the Month, Golf History, Grip It and Sip It. So head over to golfcentralmag.com. It's free. It's the magazine for everything: turf, travel, philanthropy, and lifestyle. Golf Central Magazine at golfcentralmag.com. We'll see you there.
Hello, folks. Let's talk a little bit about turf life. What is turf life? It's pretty much if your life involves turf in any way, shape, or form, you live the turf life. Go ahead and brand yourself with the turf life. Maybe a back window decal, maybe a hat. You know where you can get those kinds of things to showcase that your life revolves around sports and or anything that involves sports. If it's a sports business or sports education or just your enjoyment of the outdoors, head over to turflifeclub.com. Become a turf head. Join the club today. You can do that by going to that said website that I just told you to go to. You can snag your window decal like I was talking about, or any of your other turf life accessories. Show everybody that you live the turf life, and we'll see you there over there at that turflifeclub.com.
Crest Infinity in Frisco. Through the end of the month, you can lease a 2024 QX60 pure front-wheel drive for just $499 a month for 36 months. You bring $44.69 due at signing and drive away. And it gets better. This month, when you lease a new QX60, Infinity will cover the tax. On approved credit, 5s to choose from. See dealer for complete details. Expires 8/31/24. Also, you can get a $15,000 incentive on all remaining in-stock 2024 QX80 models with more than 30 to choose from. Get on out to Crest Infinity to test drive one today. Off 121 in the Tollway in Frisco or online at crestinfinity.com. There's good, there's better, and then there's Crest.
Introducing Star Power Smart Home Solutions, where cutting-edge technology meets effortless living. Control your entire home with just a tap on your smartphone. Adjust the lights, set the temperature, ensure your home is totally secure, all from the palm of your hand. Experience the ultimate solution in comfort and security for your family. Start by going to the website, GetStarPower.com. That's GetStarPower.com.
Coming back at you now. More Fan Stream Sports.
Welcome back to the Goldie Staff and IndyCar Tim Show, right here on Fan Stream Sports. What is up, everyone? Appreciate everybody that's popped on, enjoying our football talk. Or maybe not enjoying maybe you're just laughing at us. I don't really care what you're doing, but we appreciate you.
That guy said that the Cardinals were going to be good. He's stupid.
Idiot. That guy thinks the Rams are going to the Super Bowl.
The fuck are these people?
Matthew Stafford's washed, man. Anyway. We'll do more of that throughout the season. We'd love to do football talk here on the Colby Sapp and IndyCar Tim show and all over Fan Stream Sports, all across our network. We talk football a lot.
We do talk football a lot. We also, on this show, you get a lot of stupid. So,
yeah.
Congratulations.
We got to mix it in.
Mm-hmm.
We're better at being stupid than we are talking football. No, that's not true either. We can talk some football. Colby, it is time to resurrect the segment. 2024 NFL Week 1's picks against the spread.
I like it when I do it better.
Well, you weren't doing it.
I didn't know we were doing it.
Oh.
That's what she said.
More than you think. Usually is very surprised at the end.
Oh.
Did you spill something on me?
Yes.
Were you putting lotion on me? Just finish rubbing it in, will you? What?
I'm not. What's what?
How did we get here? Colby, it is me, it is you,
It is.
and it is the coin.
Woo.
I believe last year the coin won a huge win, right? Like I think
did.
it dominated us in the picks.
So for those that don't know how the coin works, it works like this. We're going to set it to not just picking who's heads and who's tails. Home team is heads.
Mm-hmm.
Visiting team is tails.
Mm-hmm.
Heads is over.
Mhm.
Tails is under.
Right.
Okay.
Ooh, and I think I have a camera, Colby, where we can.
Watch the coin.
I think so. Let me see.
I really think we should use an actual coin, but
Well, who's going to flip it?
flipping a coin hard for you to do?
Well, you're going to do it on camera?
I don't have a coin.
Well, then therein lies our problem.
Well, we'll have a coin next time.
Will we?
Yeah.
I like the virtual coin better. You can't lose it.
Well, it's got to be an official coin?
No, this isn't this is actually very unofficial.
Yes.
Um,
You know what? I'm surprised that you're not like, man, we could have a real life coin in our hands, but we're just going to use this digital one instead.
digital's better. Is it not?
Why are you on this side of this topic? How did you get over there from your lawn that you were shooing the kids off of?
Get off my lawn.
All right, let's go.
All right, maybe I can't do a camera. I'm trying really hard here, though.
You know what?
All right, here we go.
All right, I'll believe you.
Colby, first game, and so for those of you that don't know, we usually do the 3 primetime games, the Cowboys game, and a random NFC East game.
Yep.
But when those all intersect, then we just kind of make up random stuff. Tonight, we're doing the Thursday night game, the Friday night game, the Sunday night game, the Monday night game, and the Cowboys.
Woo!
Go Cowboys. Good morning to you.
Squirrel.
Colby, the first game we are picking, the Ravens +3 at the Chiefs with a 47-point total.
Wow, that's a lot of points.
For week 1, right?
Uh-huh.
It's not the most on the list, though. Colby, this is in Kansas City.
Yep.
They dominated the Ravens defensively in the title game last year, but it's a new season. I've got the Ravens.
I do not have the Ravens.
Aw. Which means you have the Chiefs.
I do have the Chiefs.
All right, Colby. The coin again.
Are we
Heads
doing
is
over
home.
and under right now?
Huh?
Did you say over and under right now?
Oh, sorry. 47. See, I'm a rookie here. 47 points. I have the under.
I also have the under.
You have the under. So now we'll go to the coin. Let's see if we can do this on the screen here, Colby.
Flip it.
Oh, it's tails, which just means it's the Ravens, right?
The Ravens.
All right.
Flip it.
Heads is over, tails is under. Oh, and the coin likes the over.
It does.
Look at us.
Bailey.
All right, Colby. How did we get here again? All right, Colby. The next game, Friday night in Brazil on Peacock. The Packers +2 at the Eagles with a 49-point total. Gross.
That is gross.
I am taking the Fudge Packers on this one, Colby. And I am taking also the under.
I am taking, well, when you're in Brazil, you do a lot of packing. A lot of packing. And also, but the other thing you do in Brazil is there's a lot of feathers on things.
Huh?
So your main option with this is, will the feathers beat the packing? I don't think they will. I think you end up in a tickle fest.
Oh.
And the Packers win.
Nipple tickle?
Yeah.
Packers. Over under?
You always want to be under Brazil.
I don't know who Brazil is, but I have to meet her.
There's
All right, Colby.
Well, there's a Brazilian of them.
Hang on just a second. I gotta find it.
I'm sorry.
All right, Colby. For Packers Eagles, what says ye, coin? It also likes the Packers, Colby.
It does. Flip it. Flip it.
And it likes the under.
Woo.
We all agree on that one. Very next game is Sunday Night Football. Two teams that were heavily involved in our playoff picks and our season predictions, as you have the Rams plus 3.5 at the Lions with a total of 51.
Gross.
Colby, I have the Rams. It's Jared Goff against Matt Stafford, of course, traded for each other. It's Matt Stafford returning to Detroit for the second time since the trade.
Uh-huh.
I think the Lions are a better team, but I just picked the Rams to win the Super Bowl, or to go to the Super Bowl. So I'm going to say Rams.
Okay.
And I'm also going to say, where our music stop? I'm also going to, you know what, Colby? I'm going over on this one, over 51.
I'm going to go first of all, as RJ Choppy would say, what would it be? He would call it the safe bet. I'm going to go with the under on this.
Okay.
And give me the Lions. Got to go with the Lions here.
Yeah, that was a tough one.
Detroit what? Detroit what?
All right,
Tim?
Colby. What?
Tim?
What?
Flip it!
So confused.
Flip it!
The coin likes the Rams.
Flip it!
And the coin also likes
Flip it.
the over.
Wow. Total disagreeing.
Yeah.
I guess I lose
I mean, maybe.
because the coin is the winner all the time.
Man, the coin just dominates everything here. Colby, next game, Monday Night Football. You've got Dennis Miller.
Yes.
You've got Frank Gifford.
Yes.
Dan Deerdorf.
Deerdorf.
Howard Cosell, all on the call.
Deerdorf, by the way, that's just a short buck.
I think it's Deer Dwarf, but I get it. All right,
On golf.
I'll give you this. Deer Dwarf on golf.
Yes.
Colby, it is the Jets plus 4 at the 49ers. That hideous contraption of Levi's Stadium. It's the ugliest stadium, and it's not second ugliest stadium in the league, next to the huge turd that is State Farm Stadium in Arizona. Don't understand what they were doing with that thing. Colby, 43.5 is your total. Jets plus 4. I'm going Jets. Jets. Jets, but a humongous under. We're just going to be waiting with bated breath
For the first field goal.
to hear the other Achilles pop on the first series.
I still say Aaron Rodgers plays longer than he did last year.
Might make it 5 downs.
Guaranteed. Guaranteed. I think this is the start of the downfall for the Niners. I don't think it happens this game. Give me the 49ers.
Okay.
I think the Jets defense and the hitting that they do is part of the setup for the rest of the season, but I think the Niners pull this game out.
Okay. Over or under 43.5?
Under. Severe under. It'll be a safety to nothing.
I think you're right there. Even though I took the under 2.
Hey, Tim.
Colby.
Flip it. Flip it. Flip it.
Heads, Colby, which means it's the 49ers. And then it also likes the under. Ooh.
Makes me feel smart, and a couple of picks ago made me feel stupid.
Right. The coin giveth,
And it taketh away.
and it gwinneth away.
Uh-huh. She made vagina candles.
Paltrow. I know. I want one of those, but not of hers. Can I get one of Tatiana's?
I mean, yeah, but you remember you'd also be getting Pepper Potts' candle. It makes it feel a little better.
Meh.
No, it makes it feel a little better. It does.
She's not even a good character.
Well, she's a great character. Shut up.
As we get into a mini mystery shot.
Great
Turn
character.
picks.
Shut up.
All right, Colby. It is the Dallas Cowboys on the road. +1 against the Cleveland Browns with a total of 41. Do you also know why this game is notable?
Because the Cowboys are playing.
Other than that,
That's the only one that counts for me. Why is it notable?
this is a Fox broadcast,
Ooh.
and it will be Tom Brady's very first game in the booth as the game of the week. Not sure why they picked Cowboys Browns for game of the week, but here we are. Colby,
Yep.
think the Cowboys are going to do some good things this year. I think the Browns are going to do a few good things this year. But as we talked about in our predictions and the Cowboys-Browns preview, this early in the season, the defenses usually get it figured out before the offenses do.
They sure do, Tim.
And the Browns have a better defense. I've got the Browns.
Ooh. That's no. Cleveland going to Cleveland.
And a 41-point total, I have the over.
Well, Tim, it should come to no surprise to you.
Or anyone.
If you've ever listened to our picks against the spread, I have the Cowboys and the over.
Tradition, Colby.
It is tradition.
It's tradition.
By the way, don't follow that bet. Bet the under.
Yeah, but he's always going to say the over in the Cowboys.
Yep.
Hey, Colby, I flipped it.
Flip it. Flip it. Flip it.
Oh, the coin has the Cowboys.
Woo. Flip it. Flip it.
Ooh, that was a good flip. And it has the over.
The coin is a genius. It's a genius, Tim.
That's smart, man.
It's a genius.
All right, Colby.
Were you looking at game cubes on another screen?
I was looking at, no, they're not game cubes. They're mini PCs.
Okay, they look like a GameCube. I wanted to go play
They're
Metroid.
they're this right here as I was looking for a new computer for the studio that I'm in right now while we're doing the show. See, I'm multitasking.
You're not very good at it.
I can do it.
No.
I think I could do it well.
Right.
Not very good, Colby. So there you go. There's our picks against the spread. We will recap those next Wednesday before we make our week 2 picks heading into week 2 and talk about the surprises that we had in the NFL week 1. And for those of you that are not fans of football talk, but you're fans of entertainment value,
Hi, how you doing?
you are in for a treat because as we wrap the show up here on a Wednesday, again, appreciate everybody tuning in. It is 8:50, which means it is time for this.
Shots fired. Shots fired.
And that's
Shots. Thank you, Tim. Thank you, me. Thank you, you, for making us sound good. News and Notes is where I search the World Wide Web for the weird.
Internets.
And by God, I found it. Let's go to Virginia. I've got vines growing out in my Virginia. Why that happened.
The last American Virginian.
That's right. We're going to Virginia because, well, the library book and its news and notes.
Huh.
Yeah, no. So at Hopewell branch of the Appomattox Regional Library in Hopewell. Oh my God, that's all those words.
Words.
Leaves of Grass was checked out June 3rd, 1974.
Is that a year? That was before I was born.
Yeah. No, it wasn't before you were born. Before I was born.
It was before you were born.
Yeah. The person that checked it out passed away. Left it in an attic. 50 years later, it was found in that attic and returned to the library, making it now the oldest ever returned library book.
Really?
In the history of, yep.
I thought there had been books way more old and late than that.
The late fee
Oh, no.
for this book was $1,774.
That's it?
That's it.
How do libraries make any money?
That was an overdue fees.
Yeah.
They didn't charge it because it's just a thing.
So that's what you have to do if you don't want to pay a late fee on a book. Just keep it 50 years.
Yeah, just don't return it. They'll finally just think it's just so much of a bit.
It went down with the Titanic.
If you found a library book that was 50 years checked out, you don't even think about returning that, do you?
I might get on the news.
See, I don't, because I'm thinking this is a 50-year-old book. Is it in any good condition? Is it worth anything?
If it was just, because you just want to keep the money yourself.
I like money.
I cannot lie. You other dollars can't deny.
Wow.
I did that.
You did. So let's go to Tokyo. We're going for Virginia to Tokyo. And the story of one lady whose name was left out of this article. She had was online. She's an online investor, and she was tricked or built, as this article says, out of 20 million yen.
Huh.
It was secondary fraud is what it was that got her. So she went and searched for a lawyer. So she searched for one online. It was late at night, but the answer came promptly. And yes, he said that he was in the field and he could help this online lawyer. Upon receipt of a retainer fee of 370,000 yen, he would set immediately to work. The lady known as Miss S sent in the money and waited and waited. She got scammed out of the lawyer, too. So she got frauded, built out of her, she's an online investor, out of her 20 million yen in order to fight to get it back. She got taken by an online fraudulent lawyer, which leads you to believe that don't go online with any kind of money and talk to people. They'll just take it. So she thought, of course, what's next? Another lawyer?
Right.
A second lawyer to go after the first lawyer that was going to go after the people that took 20 million yen from her? Needless to say, the lawyers online are now in a lot of fraud suspicion in this area, this field. So just don't go online to buy anything.
Dang.
Probably not real. It's probably not real. Let's go over to Stupidville. We're going to Maine, which is now Stupidville because a caribou man was arrested after a stolen boat linked to a July burglary led police to his house to discover that he was also had a lot of drugs and a lot of guns. So what happened was his home dude stole a 16-foot aluminum StarCraft boat with a trailer from a home. He put it in his front yard, the stolen boat, thinking it was fine. Police, not looking for the boat, but trying to help search a runaway dog, looked up and goes, I think that boat doesn't belong there. So they went to go ask the man about the boat, and when they did, they smelt drugs.
How they get you, Colby.
So, and he said that the boat was his, and of course they come to find out, no, it wasn't his, and now they smell drugs, so now we got to search the rest of your home. Now they found all the firearms, so if you're planning on stealing a boat, here's a plan, everybody. If you're planning on stealing anything, and you think you want to try and get away with it, steal something that will at least fit inside your house, not have to be stored outside in the front. Dumb. Stupid dummies.
People are dumb, Colby.
They are. People are stupid. Let's go from that to the Native Prairie Project outside the Toledo Zoo. It's this project was outside the zoo, and what they wanted to try and do was create a an area to where monarch butterflies would gather. And monarch butterflies are, well,
Not the best butterfly, like power ranking.
I think so, but also
Monarch?
this is the endangered monarch,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So they're trying to create a habitat for the monarch butterfly. Some city officials, unaware of what the Native Prairie Project was trying to do, drove by the Native Prairie Project. It's a little overgrown because they're trying not to, do a lot with it.
Right.
Toledo Deputy Mayor Abby Arnold made the decision as she drove by it, have the mowers come out and fix this. Cleared it down. You think she's getting reelected? So everybody's pissed because the butterfly habitat for the endangered monarchs was mowed down because the mayor didn't want it to look bad.
Wow.
Zippity zip, zip, zip. Can you imagine the apology? I'd like to apologize to all the butterflies that are homeless right now.
Wow.
So, as the mowing was happening, people that were like from that Ohio zoo ran out and was like trying to get them to stop. What the fuck are you doing?
Oh, my God.
Didn't stop because it was demanded by the mayor.
Mayor pulls a little weight around there.
Mayor pulls little weight, but now mayor's in a little bit of, well, hot trouble.
Not getting reelected.
Do you remember about a month or two ago we had, I believe it was American Airlines that had a diarrhea disaster?
Yes.
Well, the Delta Flight 112 Boston to Rome appears to have turned back over the Atlantic 2 hours after departure, diverting to New York when a passenger reportedly had severe bouts of diarrhea all over. Twitter had pictures. I'm not showing them.
Thank you.
It
Might
also
be people eating a late dinner.
The incident on board Airbus A330 was deemed as a medical issue. Biohazards had been a common theme recently. from, Delta passengers getting sick from moldy chicken and several diarrhea flights. I can't imagine. We've all had the rhea.
Yeah.
I can't imagine having it so bad on the flight that you're just going to let fly.
No.
I can't.
No.
I can't picture a spot when a person is like, I'm just here and it's just coming out. I'm in the middle of this flight and I'm repainting the walls with my butt. I can't. Can you? This is where I don't want to be at. I don't want to be the window seat and the person with the severe rhea fit is in the aisle seat.
Right.
I don't want to be that spot. Because, you're literally trapped by somebody literally losing their shit.
Quite literally.
I don't want to be there. Can you? And then having to emergency land the plane because of your butt.
Nope.
No. I don't know. I guess last resort, you start grabbing all the barf bags you can, just hoping you can aim good.
Those are little, though.
I know they are, but I don't know. What was it like? The bathroom was locked, or somebody was taking their time, or maybe some guy and gal, or guy and guy, or gal and gal were joining the mile high. I had to be as 2024 as I could.
As PC as possible.
We're joining the Mile High Club, and he couldn't get his ass in there, or hers. I don't know. They didn't say who it was.
Theirs.
Them.
Yeah.
Got it. Think we're covered. Let me see them, their titties. What happened?
How do we get here?
And finally, let's go to Louisville, as a city school has had to drop an offensive gesture from the band's performance as they would walk out, and their way of saying hi to everybody was from the chest out to above their.
No.
That's how they traditionally said hi to everybody.
How are people so dumb?
I don't know how could they not see that coming? Come on. How could they not see that coming?
I get it.
Come on.
All right.
Come
Fine.
So now they're trying to create a new way to say hi to the crowd without
Killing the Jews?
yeah.
Somebody.
Apparently this has been going on for a long time until somebody finally goes, that cherished custom was extremely offensive. Especially because, they're all dressed up in their band gear they look kind of like they're in, some kind of celebratory uniforms.
Right.
Right? They all just salute. And nobody had a problem with that until now. So there you go. There's news and notes, everybody.
Wow, Colby. I don't know what to say about that. How did we get here? All right, everybody. We appreciate everybody that tuned in here tonight. We had a bunch of new people, new listeners, new watchers, new viewers, new people. Didn't get to all of the comments tonight. David Burns did chime in during football talk, said he's got the Browns.
Nice.
I don't know if he means in the football game or the diarrhea segment.
Uh-huh.
It literally could go either way, David. So I hope you're healthy and you wipe well. We'll be back on Monday with another Colby Sapp and IndyCar Tim show to talk heavily about either a wonderful Dallas Cowboys win or a disappointing Dallas Cowboys loss on a very special Colby Sapp and IndyCar Tim show. Until then, boys and girls, we'll see ya.